Noel K. Ngoi, the writer of the book Technologies Are the Arts. The book explains the reason behind technological backwardness in Africa and provides the way forward towards technological development. My presentation is about 30 reasons which make African intellectuals to be behind technologically and therefore making the continent poor. Those reasons contribute to poverty. One of the reasons is we put more emphasis on theories but not on practice. Our education system prepares people to be big bosses, not to do anything, and therefore we have not put sufficient emphasis on building of skills. And without skills, you cannot be able to compete in technologies, because the Bible says that the hands of the diligent person shall rule the hands of the lazy person. So we need to train our hands to do things. Second reason is laziness of learning. You know, African intellectuals are very good at learning in order to pass exams. After passing exams, we shut off our brains and we stop our reading habit. We don't read in order to understand, we read in order to pass exams. Then there is a problem of valuing certificates more than the outcome. It's high time now started putting emphasis on the outcome. What can you do to solve actual problems instead of displaying your certificates? Then the fourth factor is emphasis on leisure. You know, we put more emphasis or creativity on leisure, like in music and whatever. We are very good at music, black people, but we don't put emphasis maybe on making machines or making solutions to our problems. And then number 5, our intellectuals are not reachable. You know, people who are learned, who have got big certificates, normally they put distance to other people, and therefore it is difficult to share ideas. You know, ideas can come from whatever directions, and if when we are developing our ideas, we can involve even those who are not learned, then it will be a contributing factor to technological development, a big factor. And then we hate those who are successful. There are some Africans who can put a stumbling block to you if they find that you are going to be successful in whatever endeavor you are investing in. So they put stumbling blocks to others to be successful. And then we don't contribute to successes of others. We need to encourage one another, and we need to contribute. You know, during Industrial Revolution, one factor which contributed to technological development in UK and Europe in general was due to the fact that people were ready to contribute towards technological development. They are contributing from their salaries, and people who contributed a lot in the Industrial Revolution were middle income people like lawyers, doctors, engineers, economists, professionals. We are ready to contribute, and if we want Africa to get out of where we are, we need to be ready to contribute towards development of businesses and technologies of others, like we are contributing in their weddings and other celebrations. And then we have a problem of time management. That is a problem. I don't want to explain much on it. And then we put value to non-Africans, but we don't value ourselves or our colleagues. You may go to an office, if there is a guest, maybe there is a European or a Chinese, you'll find our officers are standing. They put much respect to them than when they find their fellow African have come to their office seeking for assistance to develop his or her business. We have a problem of we don't encourage others. You know, people need to be encouraged in order to develop technologically. I heard about somebody young man who made a helicopter, and he was followed by leaders. You are endangering security of the nation, so they blocked him. They don't encourage people to be innovative. And by the way, that young man now has gone outside of Africa because they have seen their potentials and they have decided to develop him. So we don't develop potentials hidden in others. And then we value more theories than practice. You know, science is about knowledge, but technology is about doing. So theories are not sufficient if we cannot translate what we know into a reality. It is written that the hand of the diligent person shall rule the hand of the lazy person. We need to train not only our mind, but our hands to do the actual things. We lack in teamwork. You know, I want to tell you that the European ruled Africa because they came as a team. They met in Belgium so that they may discuss on how to partition Africa. They came as a team. You cannot be successful as a team. And we have we Africans sometimes we become too selfish. We want to be successful maybe as individuals, not as a team. So it is very difficult for us to move forward with that mindset. Then sometimes intellectuals value their certificate instead of their value addition to the society. Our intellectuals need to add value. When they see that there is a certain problem in Africa which needs solution, they should also participate in providing solution to our society. And our education system somehow encourages claiming because our education system is so complicated. Instead of teaching us people principles simple as they are, we add some complications, and therefore many people who are studying, young people studying in our universities find themselves self-claiming instead of understanding. And you know, claiming is an enemy to creativity. If we want our students to be, our young people to be creative, we need to make them understand and not to give them an education system which encourages claiming. And another thing is that we as elders, we don't participate much in the development of the ideas. We think that development of new ideas or innovation is for young people only. But if we want to develop technologically, even the old people who are highly experienced and who have exposure need to participate in development of ideas, especially technological ideas. We like to work or to do things without professional advisors and without any research. We should cultivate a culture of doing research or looking for professional ideas from people who are conversant with what we want to do. And then we don't invest in potentials of others. It's high time now we start identifying the potentials hidden, especially in our youth, and then we need to invest in those potentials. And we'll find after some time maybe we'll be building multinationals from Africa through our young people. And then we have a problem in our media. Our media is always talking about entertainment and politics, but it is difficult to find any media speaking about serious issues like technological or business development, and that is important. And another thing is that if people also, if you make serious discussions in your radio or in your TV or whatever media, many people are not interested in such discussions. People are interested in some simple things like politics and entertainment. Also, we don't have brainstorming culture. You know, you cannot develop technologically without brainstorming, looking for ideas from others. Meeting somewhere and then we are looking for ideas by, involving knowledge from different people with different skills and knowledge. If we could brainstorm, we could find that even those things which we think that it is difficult for us in Africa to achieve, it can be achieved through brainstorming, because you might have a small potential, another one have another potential, and another one have another potential. When you put the ideas together, it is difficult. It is very easy to find solution to problems which seem to be impossible. And then we put boundaries. When we are assigned to do things, you just do whatever your employer have told you to do. But if you want to be successful technologically, you need to be able to do what you are told to do as a job assignment, but you need to be more creative, and that creative will make you successful. Not only your employer, but also yourself will be able to build your potential. Then, of course, we put more emphasis on pursuing easy gain. You know, in Tanzania, in Africa, we praise people who get their money through stealing or through corruption or illegal means. But we don't work seriously to get our daily bread from serious and honest work. And then there is a problem of nepotism or tribalism. Sometimes you'll find that we destroy the morale of the people by promoting people who are not qualified just because of maybe their tribe or our relationship. And then we discourage innovation. I know I heard about one young man who made a helicopter, and when he made a helicopter, the leaders went and prevented him from going on with that exercise, because they told him that he was endangering, the security of the country. But that young man, the very young man, was taken out of Africa because of a white person who saw that potential and decided to develop it. Of course, we like some mediocre things. We want to be average people. We don't want to excel in technologies. Normally, young Africans want to excel in music and other skills, but not in technological skills. And then also number 28, we expect the government to solve all of our problems. If we find somebody has got a potential, instead of deciding to support him, we normally say, the government should support him. The government should give him money. But the government cannot do anything. We need to be able to support one another. And in 29, we are very good at giving excuses. If you listen to the African intellectuals, you'll find that they are always giving excuses. If you find them, why don't we have technological development? They say we don't have fund for researchers. But you ask them about their researchers, why those researchers are not put into practice, they will say, no, the government is not supporting us. It is written in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs chapter 2, verse 13. The lazy man says, there is a lion outside. I cannot go outside because there is a lion outside. So excuses are not going to help African intellectuals to develop. We need to put our heads together and brainstorm together and find solution for our challenges instead of giving excuses. So giving excuses is a sign of laziness. And then wait for others from the Mzungu, or the Chinese or the Indian to solve our problems. The problems which are in Africa should be solved by the Africans themselves. Mwalimu Nyerere, Julius K. Nyerere used to say that development of Tanzania will be made by the Tanzanians themselves. So development of Africa should be made by the Africans themselves instead of waiting, for initiatives from Europe or from America or from China or from India. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. I believe that if we can we can understand all these habits and do away with them and find solution for our continent, then Africa will develop technologically. We are not too late. Thank you for listening to me.